Here's the harsh truth. 9 out of 10 creators quit within their first uploads. Most never make it past that point. Not because they lack ideas or talent, but because fear of judgment and perfectionism hold them back. I know this firsthand. I spent months overthinking every detail, convinced my videos had to be flawless before I could share them. But here's what changed everything for me. Build a small habit that turned my endless planning into weekly uploads. Consistency, not perfection, is what actually drives growth on YouTube. If you've ever found yourself stuck, tweaking or reworking your content but never hitting upload, you're not alone. Perfectionism is one of the biggest reasons creators never get their channels off the ground. It shows up as endless tweaks to scripts, thumbnails, and branding, convincing you that the first video needs to be flawless before anyone can see it. The problem is, the more you chase that impossible standard, the less you actually create. I know creators who spent 6 months building a brand in their head, designing logos, obsessing over channel names, even buying expensive gear, not only to abandon the whole thing because it wasn't ready. That's months of potential growth, lost in a pursuit of perfection that never pays off. The reality is, perfection is a moving target. The fear of making something imperfect or getting judged for it can be paralyzing. It's easy to get stuck in the planning phase, telling yourself you will start once you've nailed your niche or once your editing style is just right. But that right time never comes. The truth is, everyone you admire looks back and cringe. That's proof you're growing, not a reason to wait. If you're not a little embarrassed by your early work, it probably means you haven't improved. You might worry about negative feedback or hate comments, but most of the harshest critics are people who aren't creating themselves. Successful creators know how much work goes into making videos, and they're not the ones tearing others down. In fact, the creators who make progress are the ones who post, learn, and keep going, even when their first attempts are rough. One of the best ways to improve is embrace imperfection and just start. For example, there's a creator who copied Matt Dallas's shot-for-shot sequence, not to be original, but to learn by going. The imperfect attempt taught them more than months of planning ever could. Your first 10 videos won't be polished, but they'll be real. That's what sets you apart from the people still waiting for everything to line up. If you focus on getting something done instead of getting it perfect, you'll build momentum. Each video you post is a step forward, a chance to learn, and a way to connect with viewers who might need exactly what you have to say. The biggest difference between creators who grow and those who stay stuck is simple. The ones who grow are the ones who post, no matter how imperfect their work feels. So while imperfectionism tries to keep you in planning mode, remember the real progress starts the moment you put your work out there. Every video you actually upload is a new opportunity, and those opportunities add up faster than you think. Let's talk about what really happens when you let go of the need for everything to be perfect and just take action. The freedom of imperfect action is what most creators overlook, but it's often the thing that changes everything. When you finally post that video, even if it's rough, even if you wish you had edited one more thing, you open the door for real connection and growth. There is an energy that comes from doing, not just planning. Sometimes the impact of an imperfect video goes far beyond what you expect. I once heard from a viewer who sold their house and moved into a tiny home after watching one of my early uploads. That video wasn't polished. It had a shaky audio and basic edits, but it struck a chord because it was honest. You never know who's out there waiting for your perspective, even if the production isn't flawless. Creators who embrace imperfect action build momentum faster. Each upload teaches you something new about your style, your audience, and what resonates. The more you post, the more you learn, and the better your content becomes over time. It's not about getting it right the first time. It's about showing up, experimenting, and letting yourself grow in public. Casey Neistat summed it up well. It's okay to make bad stuff because it's how you make better stuff. That's not just a quote, it's a strategy. The algorithm notices when you're consistent, even if your videos are simple. Regular uploads help your channel get seen, and your audience learns to expect new content from you. You don't need a studio or fancy equipment to get started. What matters is building and the habit of creating and sharing. The real value comes from your ideas out there. When you look back, you will see that your early work wasn't a waste. It was the foundation for everything you'll achieve. So if you're stuck in the planning mode, or waiting for the perfect moment, remember that the progress starts with action. The creators who move forward are the ones who post, learn, and keep going. Ready to break the cycle of overthinking? Next, I will show you the exact step to film and upload a video in under a day. Let's break down the 24-hour challenge, a simple method to get you from idea to published videos without the second guessing and gear obsession. You don't need a fancy camera, studio lighting, or a perfect script. The reality is your phone is enough. The barrier to entry has never been lower. And some creators have built entire audiences using their phones for the first year. The difference isn't in the equipment. It's in the act of actually making and sharing videos. Start by recording a 5-minute talking head video about something you know well. Don't overthink the script, just talk naturally, as if you're explaining it to a friend. This is about sharing your perspective, not delivering a flawless performance. When it comes time to edit, use a free app like CapCut or iMovie. There are the same tools many successful creators used when they're starting out. Trim out any long pauses or obvious mistakes, but don't get stuck chasing perfect cuts. For your thumbnail, keep it simple. Add a clear text overlay in a free app. No need to spend hours designing. The point is to get your videos out there. No need to win a graphic design award. The little imperfection, the stains on your shirt, the background clutter, or even lighting aren't deal breakers. In fact, nobody cares about those details except you. As one creator put it, you should suck at making YouTube videos, especially if you're just getting started. You shouldn't be good at it. The only way to improve is by doing, not waiting. Think of it like learning to ride a bike. You can read all the tips and watch tutorials, but until you get on and paddle, you won't actually get better. That's advice straight from creators who've been through it. Your first upload isn't about perfection. It's about breaking the cycle of hesitation and proving to yourself that you can finish something. By this time tomorrow, you could have your first video live. That single upload is more valuable than weeks or months of planning because it shifts your mindset from waiting to doing. Commit to this plan, film today, and you will start building that momentum from day one. And here's the reality. You will never find the perfect moment to start. That flawless first video, it doesn't exist. But you will always find that reason to wait if you let yourself. Taking action is what sets creators apart. The ones you look up to didn't start out perfect. They started by sharing what they had, learning as they went. Your mission, upload your first video in the next 24 hours. Tag me so I can cheer you on. Drop a comment if you're hitting record today. Hit upload and start your YouTube journey now.